No scope for CS. There's absolutely no scope for this course, which is company secretary. Yes, this is the series where we are busting the myths that there is no scope for CS. In fact, there is a lot of scope for CS, and we address all your concerns in this series, which is called No Scope for CS, which actually is to show you how wide the scope for CS is.
Oh, did you get it? Did you get it?
So here we have a comment from one of the students who says that, sir, 25 to 30k is not a good salary for CS professional. Even BCom graduates are getting 30. So for CS fresher, you should have at least 45-50k, and I am from a business family, and if I don't get a good package, that is at the age of 25, my father is going to tell me, go and do family business. So this is the concern where one of our students has raised. Please understand that first thing is that why are you doing your entire focus about the starting salary?
Why are you doing this?
Tell me one thing. I have a question for you. Let me know in the comments. For how many years is your career? For how long will you be having your career? Usually, career is usually for how many? 20, 30, 35, sometimes 40 years. So if somebody is working at the age of 25, if you start your career, you may start early, but let us say 25. You will work till 60 or 65, which is almost 40 years of your career. So why are you thinking only about your first year? This is wrong. And all the students are doing this. And they're telling there's no scope, salary is less.
Did you get it?
Yes, you may feel that sometimes salary is less. First of all, even if you start with something low, with right experience, you can increase. But what I am telling you is don't start with something low. If you are equipped well, if you are trained well, you have the right skill, and if you have the right attitude, why will they give you only a less salary? They will give you a high salary, and it is possible if you start shaping all your skills in your time as a student, in the articleship and all of that. So this is the first point. Don't think of only the first year of your career. Think of the entire 30 to 40 years of your career.
Did you get it?
Second point is there is an assumption in this comment where student is telling that no matter what, you're only going to get a certain fixed starting salary.
What?
That is not true. Who told you that that is the only thing over there? How come that some students are able to get higher salary? You have to have belief in yourself. Tell me one thing. If you don't believe in yourself, if you're not confident about your skills, why will anybody pay you even 1 rupee?
Impossible.
That is impossible in any field. Forget company secretary. You have to be confident. You should have the right knowledge. You should be able to deliver. That time anybody will take you, and they'll be able to give you whatever salary which you want. And one more thing, please remember that in a professional course, it could be CS, it could be CA, it could be doctor, it could be dentist, anything like that, the starting will be a little less because the exponential growth is available in a professional career. Let me give you an example. Recently I met a dentist. She has finished her dentistry, and she's working as a junior in one of the dental clinics. So her salary there is 12,000 rupees.
What? Wait, why?
But she has studied 7 years to do dental. So can I say her salary is very less? Then I asked her, 12,000, it's little less, no? Like, how are you doing this work? She said that yes, you may feel 12,000 is less, but the experience and knowledge which I'm gaining will help me tomorrow to set up my own clinic, to earn in lakhs. So I have to go through this grind in the first 2-3 years. Same way I can show you another example where this is quite a few years ago. I met a young architect who is in their first salary. In fact, that's an extreme case. So he told me that he's working and he's not getting even 1 rupee salary. I said, why are you going to that job?
Why?
He said, because that is the best architecture firm and I wanted to work there. So to convince them, I told them that even if you don't pay me 1 rupee, I'm going to work for you. And he worked for 6 months for not even 1 rupee a month. But because his work was so good, not only they absorbed him, they gave him higher salary than the market rate. So you should have confidence in yourself and not just get worried. It is not like some document which says that yes, everybody is only going to get this much. That is not true. So many students are feeling that there is no scope, whatever I do, I'll only get this. So as I told you, first thing you're thinking of only 1 year, or the first thing that you should not do. You should think of your entire career. There is more scope and there is more money and everything will be there. And also a professional course is something where you're going to have exponential growth. Please understand this. when you're 5 years experience, when you're 10 years experience, when you're 15, 20, 25 years experience, the kind of growth which you see in your career and your money and salary, responsibility, everything. As a student, you'll think of only money, but you'll get a lot of power, you'll get responsibility, and most importantly, you'll get job satisfaction. This is possible with exponential growth.
Understood.
Even if you do an MBA, after a certain point, your career will grow and it will stagnate. You can't grow beyond that. Unless you're from IIM, so please don't take me wrong. If you're from IIM or top business schools, but how many are there from IIM or ISB? How many are there? Not many are there. 99% students are from other MBA colleges, and all of them get stuck in the career after a certain growth which they see for 6 to 8 years. After that, they're stagnant. I have so many students who apply and tell that we want to join company secretary course, and they ask about Ekcel Academy coaching, all of that, and they are all MBA, they're working in big companies. Why is that? Because it is stagnant. So please understand that. So don't get so worried about starting salary, or you have to, and in your case, the comment over here, the student is telling you're from business family. Even in business, tell me, from day one will you get lakhs and crores if you're starting a new business? You can't. It will take sometimes 5 years, 10 years just to break even. Even to break even it takes, like especially manufacturing sector, you have so much capital investment, you have to invest crores together, and after that the business may flop, the business may click. But CS or a professional course, you are having lot of safety. Your real investment, your real capital is your knowledge and the 4, 5, 6 years which you study. And that is where you need to understand that you don't need money. Of course, you need little money, which is for fees and other things, but that is nothing compared to, let us say, crores together or lakhs together, or foreign education, which is again 40, 50 lakhs. You don't need any of that. If you have some money for your fees of books or CS, or even if you join coaching, is also any coaching, your fees is in thousands, it is not in lakhs. So with all that, if you invest your time, you're going to have a great career. So please understand that there is a very good scope. I hope you understood that you should not be worried only about the first starting salary. Whether it is business or profession, it takes time to grow, and the potential you get is unbelievable, and sky is the limit. So I want you to understand that there is a lot of scope for CS, and don't get worried. I hope that narrow view which you had of only starting salary, this is that, all that, I think have busted the myths. I hope you got it.
Understood.
Please do subscribe to this channel, and if you have any doubts, please be very frank, please be very open. We want to address what is your pain point. We want to address why you feel that there is no scope for CS. If you feel something genuine, we'll accept with you. We'll reason it. We'll give you the complete analysis like we make this video. Watch this series. We have already done 3 videos. This is the 4th video in the series. We'll be making some more, and I want your comments. I want to know what is the deep pain which you are having. Why are you feeling there is no scope? Because when I go to the industry, because I'm practicing as a company secretary, I keep meeting lot of companies, lot of directors, lot of CFOs, lot of company secretaries in companies. This is what is my job, to go meet them, give them service, and that is what my firm AAA & Co does. When I go there, it is exactly the opposite. They're telling, we are not getting a good company secretary, we need somebody to assist over here. Recently I went to one company where they have a pretty big company, and they had acquired one subsidiary, and they asked me, Alok, can you and your firm help us to clean up all the company secretary records of subsidiary, because that subsidiary we acquired recently, and that subsidiary is around 10 years old. We don't know whether they complied with company law. Since you're a practicing CS and your firm does this, can you help us? I said, yeah, of course we can do it. But just look at it, that is one small example. Like that, everybody needs services of CS, whether you're in corporate. And talking about corporate, every single day, minimum one message I get in WhatsApp in some group of company secretaries or some group where institute is involved, that there is an opening in so-and-so bank, there is an opening in so-and-so company, and we need. Even recently, there was a very big infrastructure company where they wanted a company secretary with 8 to 10 years experience, and they did not find the right person, and they asked me, do I know anyone? Of course, I knew someone and I referred. I don't know whether they got the job, but that is the need. So the need is there in the market. There is a demand for people, but students have a very, very negative attitude. So let us discuss this openly. Let us clear the doubts, and whatever the points you have, when it is valid, we will accept with you, and we'll reason it out, and we'll give you the reason that why the scope is wide. and the fact that no scope for CS is a myth, and there is lot of scope for CS. Subscribe to this channel, please comment, like this video, and I will see you in the next video of the series No Scope for CS.